Have you ever seen a UFO? It might have been from outer space, or maybe it was something else entirely different. I guess that only time will tell what these unexplained objects that fly in our skies actually are. There have been many reports of unidentified flying objects, but what are they really? Some people believe that UFOs are from space and that aliens visit us all of the time. Others believe that these flying saucers are from another dimension. But first, we should probably understand what a UFO actually is. The term UFO simply stands for an unidentified flying object. It is a term used to describe any aerial phenomenon that can't be identified as a known object or an unexplainable occurrence. The history of UFO sightings dates back at least 2,000 years, with some studies suggesting that sightings may be even older than that. The first recorded sighting was in China around 200 BC. In 1947, however, there was a major event that helped propel UFO sightings into pop culture, and this was the Roswell incident, which had an alleged flying saucer crash on a ranch in New Mexico, and the military claimed it was all just a weather balloon. Since then, there have been countless reports from people who claim to have seen UFOs every year from all around the world. I guess these sophisticated spacecraft could actually be driven by aliens from outer space. But there are also other explanations for them. While most people believe that alien life exists, there is still a lot of skepticism about whether or not UFOs are from space. The most common argument against the idea that UFOs are from space is that there have been no verified reports of extraterrestrial encounters. However, this argument doesn't take into account the fact that many alien encounters have remained secret for decades or even centuries before being revealed to the public. For example, it wasn't until the 1960s that we learned about the Roswell UFO incident. And even then it was only through second-hand sources. Another common argument against the idea that UFOs are from space is that they don't conform to our understanding of how science works. This is especially true when it comes to abductions, which can seem like something out of science fiction rather than real-life experiences. However, there have been cases where individuals who have experienced such an abduction have come away with physical evidence, such as scars or implants, that show that these events really did happen. Finally, some people argue against the idea that UFOs are from space because they think it would be impossible for aliens to travel through space in order to reach our planet. We have also seen a lot of explanations for UFOs that are just caused by natural or man-made occurrences. They could be secret government aircrafts, experimental aircrafts, and even something else entirely different. Maybe they're not from space at all, maybe they're natural phenomenon or hoaxes, or even hallucinations. What you've seen in the sky may have just been lights from flares dropped by some military aircraft. UFOs could also just be normal planes that happen to fly directly over your house every night. UFOs are often described as extraterrestrial aircraft objects that are visible in the sky, and which make unusual sounds or exhibit other seemingly non-natural behaviors. There are lots of possibilities other than aliens being responsible for these mysterious lights in the sky. But one that is gaining popularity these days is that they are interdimensional visitors. These beings can't be seen with the naked eye, but they're actually right here on Earth with us. They exist in other dimensions, so they can't be seen by humans with normal eyesight. However, some people have been able to see them because of their heightened psychic abilities, or clairvoyance. Interdimensional beings have been reported throughout history by people who claim to have experienced them firsthand. They usually appear as humans dressed in clothes from another time period or culture. Some say they look like they're from an ancient civilization. Others claim they look like aliens from outer space. Some even say these beings were responsible for creating life on Earth, and maybe even our entire universe. They could be something else entirely. While it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of UFO sightings and alien abductions, it's important to remember that we don't have enough evidence to know what is really going on. We don't know what the UFOs are or who is driving them. When we consider the possibility of alien life, it's important to remember that our species has been on this planet for only a short time. There are many things we don't know about the natural world, and there are even more things that could be out there beyond our grasp. We should continue doing research into these strange sightings so that one day we may finally understand what they really mean. Have you ever seen a UFO? What do you think it was? Let us know in the comments below, and remember to subscribe to our channel for more on the paranormal.